welcome back. Today's going to be a fun little side mission. I'm going to be moving the old wrecker on my property. It probably hasn't really been seen at all. This is a 1953 International R190 that my grandpa built into a wrecker way back when. We're going to be selling it to a local friend of mine who really likes collecting old tow trucks. He's a tow truck driver himself. So this is going to be going to him. Kind of sad, but kind of happy to see it at least go to a good friend who's going to enjoy it. But I have the fun of getting it out of the backyard here, so I'm going to use another one of my grandpa's vehicles that he built in getting it out. I know there's been a few questions asked about it, and I've never answered any of the questions on it. It's the old green truck that you see in the background of my videos, so we're gonna go up to the other garage and we're gonna go check that out. I gotta clean out the bed, get it started. It's leaking from the carb. I picked up a carb kit for it, so hopefully it's just the front bowl. I'll pop that off, reseal it, and we'll get to using it. So let's get up there and we'll go check out that truck. So here is my 59 Ford F-250. My grandfather built this truck. We've got ourselves a nice old winch on the front of it. We're going to be using the winch today. It's a full mechanical PTO driven winch. It has a drive shaft that runs from the transfer case up to the winch. You run the winch using the transmission with the transfer case in neutral, and you then use your forward gears to wind the winch in. This winch should be able to move the tow truck no problem, as long as we can hold the truck still. So that's the plan. I gotta grab a battery out of my other truck, throw it in here, and then I believe the carb was leaking from the bottom of the bowl right here the last time we had her out. So I'm gonna get her fired up here and find out, and we'll get that resealed if we need to. So heck yeah. But overall, this is the truck. The front half has been restored. I threw the bed on it a couple of years ago just because I've never seen it as a complete truck. So bed is on it and full of shit right now. Overall, really cool old truck though. It's always fun to get this thing out and use it. I haven't ran the truck since late spring, early summer when I moved it up here. So we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully it don't start too bad. Alright, so the truck fired up pretty good. I'm not going to run it much longer than that just because we are leaking out of our bowl. And see over here, the wet underneath there. And you can see the wetness from in between here. So, front of that bowl's leaking. I'm going to get it popped off of there. Hope the carb kit that I got from O'Reilly's the other night is right. And then we'll be in action. With any luck, we'll be in action. So, yeah, see what happens. Hopefully, the next hour or so, we'll have this thing hooked up to the front of the wrecker down there, winching her out. So, wish me luck. Just like that, we are all back together. Time to fire her back up, and hopefully we got no leaks this time.
We are all nice and dry.
59's ready to come out of the shed. Well, I gotta pull it ahead and empty out the bed, but we were running, no leaks, so that means we're gonna have some fun today. Alright, the bed of the truck is no longer a storage unit, so let's say it's time to get this thing pulled out into the front yard. I want to get it down to the front yard and then pull my Cummins up next to it and take some photos of them, because this is a work truck my grandpa built. That's the work truck I built. Just be really cool to see them next to each other, get some photos. So they're both complete and running and driving right now, so you gotta take advantage of those opportunities while you can. This is too cool. This is all my nerdiness coming out right here. My work truck, my grandpa's work truck. I truly cannot express all of this. This is just too cool to me. So I'm gonna get some nice pictures of this, and then we're gonna jump into getting this thing to work. Well, I think I burned the coil up in the 59, so we are gonna go grab another one and then hopefully get back in action here. Thing is burning hot, so it's about all it can be. I usually hot wire it to run it just because there's an issue with the 12 volts to it, so I might have hooked up to the wrong side of it and fried it. So, oops. Let's go get another one. Alright, new coils on the 59. We got her started. We got her up here in line with the wrecker. I don't think I've even showed the wrecker at all, except for where I opened the video, but this is the old girl. It's not sunk in the dirt too much. This truck's only been sitting here probably not too bad. We probably could get it running and driving pretty easily, but I just don't feel like it. I like to play with my other toys when I get the chance, so we're gonna see what kind of sketchy stuff we can do to get this thing out of here. Time for the fun to begin. Get the old winch set up. I gotta even remember how to use this winch. Here, you wanna just go?
I got you, buddy.
You got me, buddy. It's been a while since I've used this, so. Yeah. That's free spool. Hopefully. Okay, it does free spool still. Pretty sturdy hooks right to the frame, so we'll see. There we go. Locked and engaged. Now it's just a matter if I can remember how to use the transfer case again. So, high range, low range, I believe both of them back should be neutral. Nope.
Not quite.
Like I said, it's been a while, so maybe that one forward. That feels like a middle position. Hey. Okay. Transfer case is in neutral. We can now engage PTO. With the PTO engaged and the transfer case in neutral, I can now put the truck in gear, and that should be how I wind the winch in. So if you want to go see if it's going to wind in now. Alright, so next thing, I got to make sure that truck is ready to actually be pulled. Get it in neutral and clear anything out from under it that's under it. And then we got these big old ramps here, which we're only going to use one of them under one of the front tires just to hold the truck in place. So, and then hopefully we'll get that thing moved far enough forward that we can get my blue truck behind it and then push it out of here the rest of the way at the blue truck. I'll have Colin drive that while I try and steer the wrecker out of here, and we'll go for a nice joyride down this hill. I don't know, see what the fuck happens from there. So, well, front tires chalked up, we're hooked up, truck's in neutral. We're unsure if we're gonna have to air up the brakes on this truck to get it to move, so this is just gonna be an experiment.
I would say.
Yeah, the truck didn't even try and move, did it?
No.
No.
Slid these things like a good 4 or 5 inches
Yeah,
probably.
but I just started crawling on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The winch has power.
It sure does.
So.
Not moving yet.
Well, we're gonna just devise a plan here and hopefully get this thing to move. So, wish us luck. So, we located the air tank underneath the passenger side over here. I got one of the old fittings out. Gonna replace it with this one here, and then we're gonna hook the air compressor directly up to this and see what the hell happens. Ugh. Oh, the bells are actuating there. Probably should have a regulator on this. The air gauge inside is working. The old air gauge is still working. Yep, we're climbing. Cool. Air compressor's hooked up and set to a regulated pressure. Got the air brake turned off, and surprisingly it all works. You can hear it, barely hear it disengage, but I don't know. See what happens. It might have a better chance of rolling now, so. Moving it all? A little bit? I was dragging them quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's full stomp on the brakes, and well,
It moved.
did it try and move?
Moved fucking that far.
Yeah. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that one really dug. She's in there a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, the winch cable's good at least.
Yeah. It's a big plus.
So I was hoping it would move.
Got no air, huh?
Oh, did I turn the air compressor off?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, I did. Ah, fucked us. I set the brakes again. Alright, it might move this time. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, you were crawling over that thing.
Alright, we might have to reposition that. Alright, let this air up and we'll reposition. I want to make sure it's somewhat in the center of there. Me and Dan got it kinked in there once.
Oh, I can imagine it ain't good.
Talk about a bitch.
Yeah.
Alright,
Round 2?
round 3.
Round 3, you're right.
You didn't budge at all?
No.
No.
Try it up.
Huh?
Try it up.
No, Up is where it was, so like farmers like that's where it would be. That'd be inconvenient driving wise.
Yeah.
We'll see. What's the worst that can happen? Oh shit.
Well, shit.
I didn't expect it to move that hard.
No.
Oh shit. That's a big knot.
Big knot.
Little knot in there. Huh. That might be a weak spot in the cable.
Yep. Backs are not moving. Fronts are
Getting the lever the other way.
spinning.
I see that.
Yeah, front's crawled right
I'm
out.
surprised by that.
Try her again.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't think that
I didn't either. These ones walked out.
Alright, so just that one's locked up then. So maybe we did have it in the right position.
Yeah.
I guess watch and see if this one drags now.
Fair.
And if it does, just run around and flick it.
Beauty.
Cool, cool. So we only got one locked up brake.
Yeah.
So those just must be stuck off then. Because the fronts weren't actuating at all when I was watching them. So, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can do it with just the winch cable now. And then try and have you steer it a little bit.
Okay.
So. Yay! Well, we successfully got the truck to move 4 feet. The left rear here is the only tire that's locked up. Surprisingly, everything else rolls. So I'm gonna mess with that here a little bit tonight yet and see if I can get it freed up, but hopefully Colin will be over here early enough tomorrow and we'll mess with getting it out of here. So we got to get it straight through here and around the corner over here to get out the gate. So, and then we get the joys of going down the hill. But if that's locked up, that'll make the hill easy. And if I unlock it, we know the brakes work, so that also shouldn't be too bad. So pretty cool that they work. So yeah, pretty cool though. It's always fun getting to pull the old 59 out and use it. The old truck does some really good work. Definitely put her to the test in that one. And shit, the old plates here are dug into the ground quite a ways, all the way up to the handles. Well, they dug dirt that pushed up to the handles. That one there's, yeah, they dug in a bit, but we got her to move, put a snatch block on the tree over here, and that helped us get the force we needed to get her rolling out of there. So hopefully now that it's at least out of the hole, it'll be easier to move, but not going to promise myself much on that one. So gonna catch back up tomorrow, and we'll hopefully be getting this thing down the front yard. Well, day 2 of trying to move the old wrecker. I got the Toro backing plate off of it and was hammering on the drum. I'm going to put some tension back on the cable here and probably hammer out some more until she breaks loose, and hopefully she does break loose. So, and then we'll get to winching her out. Hopefully someone shows up to help me today. All by myself at the moment, so just gonna see what I can get done to get this thing moving a little bit. I'll fire up the 59 here this morning. It chilled off quite a bit. It's only like 52, 54 degrees roughly. So not, you know, we also got rain last night, and 59 doesn't drain the best. It's probably the first time this truck's been out in the rain in so many years. I never leave it outside. So, oh well, we'll make sure we get her all dried off before we put her back away. Pull some choke on her. All right. What a good truck. Alright, we'll let her warm up for a minute. Got some dirt shoveled away from the tires. Our park and brake is levers flicked up, so they should be off. Put some tension on this and see what we can do to this morning to get this thing to break loose. I did want to actually steer this a little bit, try to. See if I can steer this truck. Ugh. It's not sitting in its holes anymore, so luckily it's turning. Still hard, but we're making progress on her. Ugh. Alrighty. Ugh. Got them angled a little bit. Actually, that was quite a bit more than I thought. Cool, it's not heading into the trees anymore. Might be rolling actually. Huh, I might have actually gotten it broken loose. A couple good whacks of the hammer. She's rolling right now. Oh, that's cool. Well shit, now I really gotta get somebody over here to help me.
trying the clevis now.
Oh,
Where
it's
do you want
fine.
this thing to end up?
Well, that went really well.
Brakes are dragging.
Yeah,
So-
I
so-
figured they probably would.